Hello everybody and welcome back to my Let's Play of Heavy Rain. This is it, the final
I should have
battle.
informed the police. But I have no proof.
But I have no
Just the statement
proof.
of an old woman who's lost her memory.
Okay. So let's just go to this guy and investigate for ourselves. Why is this doorknob in the middle of the door? I don't understand. I guess that's one way to explain away kind of why she didn't call the police. There's a game now. Help me out, guys. Isn't there a game somewhere that you can actually lockpick things and it shows you kind of the details of how to lockpick things? I don't know. I like, very vague details. I'm pretty sure that's not gonna help.
Apartment. There must be something that'll tell me where Sean Mars is.
And yes, apparently Madison's last name is
I'll
Valentine.
go through it room by room. There's bound to be some kind of clue.
She'll go through it room by room, huh? Yep. Think those books look any
Gotta
interesting?
be fast. He could come back anytime.
And that's why she's casually, strutting her stuff. Uh-huh. That's what I thought. Okay, take the gun. What the hell? Why is she not taking the gun? At least protect yourself in case he,
where the smell of burning comes from.
surprises you or
Evidence
something.
going up in smoke.
Yes, but I guess that'll be too logical, huh?
A cop's uniform. Always trust a cop. That's why children went with him. He was dressed as a cop.
No, Madison, that's his stripper outfit. I guess this chapter here works on a time limit, but I don't know. I don't know if you can actually run out of time and never find this kind of back hidden room here. I don't know. I've never not found this room when playing this chapter.
Shelby could come back at any moment.
I suppose now's as good a time as any to play with origami figures, huh? How would you make a mouse with that thin tail? I suppose I should save my progress, but
Sean
I won't.
Mars. Oh, the lunatic's been watching him drown. But it's some kind of a well filling up with
Now,
rain.
I've been casting on Twitch
Slowly
for
drowning
3
him.
years. Well,
There's
not
not
so
much
much
time left.
anymore.
There must be something here.
I bet you if I
showing
casted
where
a
the
kid
well is.
drowning in a well, I'd get 1 million views. I'd get partner in a day.
Shit, it needs a password.
I love this about video games, these passwords, and Resident Evil is the same way, the overly simple passwords. But I guess in a way I can kind of understand the password here, which you'll see in a moment.
Got it.
Boom, right there.
Max. The name John gave to his paper
First
dots
of all,
when he
I
was
don't
a
even know if
child.
computers allow you to have a password that's
What
only
the hell
3
is
digits
that?
long. 3 characters long, whatever.
An address. It's gotta be where Sean Mars is. Hurry. There's no time to lose.
But even to set up a password for something like Facebook, it's just you have to have at least 6 to 8 characters, and you have to have numbers and Chinese characters and all sorts of
So you
things.
found my little secret?
It's
How the
over,
hell this
Scott.
guy can get away with a
All
3
those children killed just
letter,
to find a father
password
capable
is
of
beyond
saving
me.
his son?
Shut up! You don't understand.
Now I'm wondering if that's the
There's
gun
one
that was
child
in the
left.
drawer.
There might still be time to save
If
him.
it is,
Let him go.
Madison
father
is
couldn't
pretty
do.
dumb right now. I like how he's thinking about it, nope, change my mind. But I guess that's kind of good in a way because it shows that he is conflicted. He doesn't like what he does, but he kind of feels like he has to. Or the children dying is kind of... It's just a sad outcome, not intended. I could almost guarantee if I'm ever trapped in a room, I would never have this luck. It'd be just solid concrete everywhere and I'd be done. I think when I first saw someone play this, I was like, why the hell are they randomly jumping in the shower?
Wet clothes will give me a better chance
By
of
the way,
surviving.
I have this thing where if I see characters wearing the same clothes for like multiple days, I have an issue. Like, I mean, the thing is that Madison went to that motel room because she suffers from insomnia or whatever, so you would think she would pack more than one set of clothes. Even the fan is on fire, my goodness. How quick did this fire spread? Like, literally, Scott Shelby just left like about 2 minutes. I guess that's all it takes, I suppose. Maybe he just doused everything in gasoline. I'm not sure, but that would be my guess. And by the way, don't go out that window. If you like Madison, don't do it. I'm just giving you that little freebie favor there.
I don't want to die here. Not now, not like this. I'm choking. The air is burning my lungs.
The sad thing is that I don't know why I dislike Madison so much. And I think I made a mention of this before, but I think it's just that I like the other characters a little better. If I were to rank the 4 characters, even knowing what we know now, I would obviously Jaden's gonna be at the top. I mean, it's just because, I mean, come on, how can you not like him? Then, honestly, Scott Shelby. Yes, I said it. I like Scott Shelby more than I like Ethan and Madison. That's pretty sad. And by the way, I call complete bullshit on this one because, yeah, she would die of starvation because she's stuck in a fridge. But anyway, the fact that I like a villain more than a main character is not anything new. Walking Dead, I'm looking at you, Lori Grimes. It's pretty sad when I actually like the governor more than Lori. But I think I'm not the only one in that category. And how the hell did she get out? Seriously. How did she get out? Within like a minute. Now, it'd be one thing if they said somebody went in there, but nobody's gonna go in an exploding apartment.
I know where Sean is. I've got to tell Ethan.
So yeah, you can choose not to notify anybody. This is just a little redundant because Ethan already knows.
Ethan, it's Madison. I know where Sean is. He's at 852 Theodore Roosevelt Road. He's still alive.
But it's kind of
You can
nice
still
if
save him.
Ethan guessed incorrectly
Be careful, Ethan. The killer's still out there.
to kind of ensure that he goes to the warehouse. And by the way, look at that keypad. The fact that that keypad is always there and looks like a touchscreen. How many times has Madison like butt dialed somebody, or like she dialed like the number 5 like 17 times? You just see a string of like 1 digit. I used to have a phone like that. Was it a touchscreen phone or did it have actual buttons? I don't know. It was something where obviously the numbers were so easy to touch that half of the time I'd pull the phone out of my like pocket or whatever and it would just be like 7777777, you know, that sort of thing. And yes, you can tell this is the final chapter because this time they had a loading screen of Sean. And we're what we can only presume is 852 Theodore Roosevelt Road, I guess is the address.
Sean! The poison's gonna kill me in a few minutes. I've gotta find Sean fast.
How long was this guy driving around? Or was this, maybe this dock was really far away that it took him just almost the entire 60 minutes to get to it?
I've been looking for a long, long time, Ethan. Looking for a father that would be able to do what mine could not do. sacrifice himself in order to save his son. Oh, I searched. And then I remembered you.
Back to the very beginning. I just find it strange that he would forget about Ethan until now.
All those murders. Just to find a father capable of saving his son.
Just to find a
Then again,
father?
maybe he had a list.
Do you have any idea how it feels to be a worthless nothing in your father's eyes? Believe me, I've suffered just as much as my victims.
I finished your damn trials. Now give me back my son!
He's there. All you have to do is open that grate.
Oh snap. Oh my god, Jaden. Just when you think he can't get any hotter, he just amazes you. Doesn't he? He does me. So that means Jaden is a ninja. Interesting. Because not even Ethan, I think, saw him. Well, Ethan had his back turned, so yeah. At least for part of that. By the way, if I was Sean, I mean, look at this. If I was Sean, I would have my, like, arms crossed between the bars. I would never drown. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's impossible. But the bars look wide enough. It's like not even trying. He's just, I want to die. I give Sean. I give the kids in this game so much, like, so much crap because it's mostly because of their actors. And people can criticize me and they can say, oh, but you have to understand, they're kids, you know. I'm like, you know what, screw that. There are a lot of good kid actors that can really, really, really pull off a decent performance. Better than decent, even. So don't give me that nonsense. And there's some good adult voice actors that can pull off a very believable childlike voice. Like the girl that did the voice for, oh my gosh. I guess Scott Shelby wanted to one-up Jaden's ninja skill right there. By the way, these guys have some superb balance, to be honest, like narrow freaking conveyor belt. Ooh, right in the daddy zone. Ouch. Yeah, why doesn't either one knock the other one off? Scott Shelby had a perfect opportunity to do it. Look at all the cops that are down below, and nobody's noticing all this like debris that's falling. I know it's falling where they're at, because they're right below. Nobody wants to look up though, I guess. Like, nope, none of my business. Not interested.
Take your positions. Suspect is likely
Yeah,
to be
see?
armed and dangerous. All personnel are ordered to shoot to kill. I repeat, shoot to kill.
Shoot to
Action.
kill.
Snipers in position.
Really?
Yes, Lieutenant. They're ready on your command. Perfect.
I
You won't get away
mentioned this
time.
before, but I
We'll gun him
don't
down as
understand
soon as
how
he
that's
shows his
allowed.
face.
I can understand shooting someone if they have a weapon and they're pulling it
Hey,
out.
You
Fine.
there! What are you doing?
Lieutenant, my name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist. I have proof that Ethan Mars is innocent. He's not the origami
Hey,
killer.
what is a journalist doing here? I thought I told everybody to keep their mouths shut. Now get her out of here. I don't want her getting in the way.
Okay, Lieutenant. All right, come on.
You're about to make a terrible mistake, Lieutenant. Ethan Mars is innocent. I can prove it.
Back to the action up here. How much crap is on this conveyor belt anyway? Seriously. Oh, again, I bring up this question again. Why are they falling off? This is crazy. Like, let me tell you something. if I'm standing on a conveyor belt that's like twice the width of this, I would fall off immediately. I mean, then again, I have really horrible balance, but still. To not only balance,
Don't have me
but to
sick,
fight
please.
as well,
Breathe. You gotta breathe.
that's incredible. Oops, failed right there. Actually, I'm wondering if you can fail this CPR sequence and
Don't leave
then,
me.
yeah, not be able to revive Sean.
Sean,
I don't know.
don't leave me.
I don't know. It's creating dramatic tension, though, for sure. Oh, never mind. He is okay.
Oh, Sean. Oh. I thought you were gone.
Dad. I knew you'd come and
Oh.
save me.
Sean, listen. You are the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. I want you to know that whatever happens, I love you more than anything in the world. I'm not dead.
I love this part right here.
Where's
I
that
love
hour
how
going?
Ethan, like,
And I'm not dead.
just immediately assumes that right as the timer struck 0, the poison just didn't work. I mean, what if the poison's a little delayed based on his metabolism, based on a number of factors like his build? What if he dies now? You know, like it's a little
Ash,
off.
Get her out of my face.
Like
Mark
that would
didn't
have to
do
be
it,
the
for
most
Christ's
precise
sake.
freaking
He's
poison
innocent.
ever.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, I guess one of the police officers should have secured that motorcycle. Maybe. You know. Just saying. To prevent something precisely like this from happening.
Holy crap. What do we do, Lieutenant? Attention all personnel. Hold your fire.
This-
I repeat, hold your
The further we go
fire.
along with this, the more incapable they seem. And it's pretty crazy. I mean, they're not horrible, but it's just some stupid
What's
mistakes
going
that they
on?
keep
Cops.
making. Like the
They're
police,
out
that
there.
is.
They have the building surrounded. They'll shoot you if you go outside.
I'll go out alone. I'll talk to them. I'll explain.
You'll be dead before you can open your mouth. Look, we'll all go out together, with our hands in the air, and they can't possibly shoot us. I have the evidence that proves your innocence.
What is the evidence that proves his innocence that she has? I know Scott blew up his apartment.
I'm sorry I didn't trust you.
Is the evidence
I
in
was
her
only thinking
vagina?
about Sean, and I thought
It might be.
That's okay. The only thing that matters is that you saved your son.
Back to this. They're still up here. This is, you know, this is incredible. There's a freaking sledgehammer up here. Wow. They have everything on this conveyor. And that's BS. I know I got that prompt. Oh boy. Oh, this part is... Oh my gosh. This part gets me every single time. Because that is a rough way to die. I mean, don't get me wrong. He obviously did some horrendous things, but that is still to be ground up like that. That is absolutely horrendous. And by the way, I think you probably can tell by now, but if you mess up those button prompts, I think Jaden winds up down there, which of course I didn't want to happen. Oh, look at that. Although I expect to see some stringy human meat kind of strewn about those grinders there, but I think the point was made. Just goes to show you don't need to like kind of pile on the gore. And I'm not really liking that look that Sean gave Madison. I don't know if you guys caught that. Like, that was the most evil look I've ever seen.
There was general relief this morning when the police announced that they had found Sean Mars alive more than 4 days after his disappearance. Mars had been imprisoned in a well by the man known as the Origami Killer. The successful resolution of this case was made possible only by the bravery of Ethan Mars, who the police believed at one point to be the killer. It is no doubt due to his great courage and tenacity that he succeeded in foiling the plans of the Origami Killer.
This newscaster's like all over the place. He's not looking at the right cameras. He's
Our main headline today.
He's kind of got a dazed look about him.
Have identified the man thought to be the Origami Killer. Scott Shelby, 48, is a former police lieutenant who claimed to be a private eye hired by the families of the killer's victims. Shelby was killed during a massive police operation, but further details have not yet been released to the public.
I don't blame them for not releasing that to the public. Yeah, he was, he's pretty fucked up. Let's just put it that way. I don't think they need to know that.
Let's just say a friend of a friend let me jump in line. If we like it, it's ours.
I say this is a step up from Ethan's former surroundings.
I think I found my room.
Well, what do you think?
It's perfect, Ethan.
Although I have to say that I'm usually a fan of
We'll
living in
be able to
houses
forget what
versus
happened.
apartments.
We'll lead a normal life.
It's just how I am.
One day it'll all just seem like a
When
bad
I was
dream.
younger, I used to live in an apartment, and
You earn the right to be happy now, Ethan. All three of us.
little bastard. And it is what it is. But then I moved into a house, and it's just like there's nothing like the freedom of living in a house. There's nothing like the freedom of being able to stomp all around however I want, and not having someone banging with their broomstick. Hey, keep it down upstairs, you know, that kind of thing. I couldn't. And likewise, being forced to do that if somebody's kind of clomping around at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Our guest today is on the cover of today's World magazine this week, and has been hailed by the whole nation as a new hero for our times. Astonishingly, he almost single-handedly ended the sinister series of killings by the man known as the Origami Killer, and saved the life of young Sean Mars. His determination, courage, and intelligence have won our admiration. Norman Jayden.
God, he's hot. And I like how he was just like chilling. He's like, yep, that's me. I think the guy that did the voice acting for the captain also did the voice acting for that host of that show. I really seriously want to know. There's so many questions surrounding this whole story with Norman Jayden. This tryptocane. What is the relationship between his addiction to it, which you can see here he's actually trying to quit it. He got rid of it. What is the relationship between his addiction to that drug and what goes on when he uses the Ari? Is there even a relationship at all, or are they two separate things? Because that's not completely clear. There's an assumption. There's even an assumption that I had that he used the tryptocane to kind of deal with the side effects of the glasses of the Ari. But is that even the case? I don't know. He could have been addicted to the drugs even before he started using the glasses. For all we know. He looks like he's touching boobs here. I kind of like that. It's kind of nice. Or at least, you know what? They should at least come out with like a comic book or some kind of graphic novel, something that goes into the story a little more. Because this is what I mean. Look at this. Look at this. This poor guy, by the way. I don't know if I should spoil the other endings that you could get for him. With each of the characters, you can get like 4 or 5 endings. 3 or 4 endings, I should say. And for him, none of his endings have a completely happy ending. Like, the best ending, and I use quotation marks, it depends on your perspective, is that he quits the FBI.
You killed my son, Scott.
But you don't know if he quit the trypticane. He gives the Ari back, but you don't know if he quit the drug. So it's just, and not to mention that he quit his job.
I don't know why you did all this. Nothing can justify it anyway. I feel nothing but contempt for you. Nothing but contempt.
I love it. I actually like the fact that's kind of a nice touch. He just spits on his grave. Like, that is the most, you know, insulting thing you can do. One of the most insulting things you can do to someone. There's nothing they can do. They're dead. And that is it. Whew, I can breathe. Heavy Rain, everybody.
I want to see them again. I'm a father too.
Now, here is where I will say a few words about Heavy Rain. I usually give, you know, at the end of every Let's Play that I do, kind of give a rating, not a rating, but like just a quick review. One of my favorite games. You know, sometimes I have to take a break from it, you know, especially when I play it a lot. You know, I need to just kind of get away from it for a little while to just come back to appreciate it again. And this game, to me, is like no other. I don't even think, I mean, I played Beyond, which is the game that they came out with after they came out with this game. They came out with Beyond Two Souls, like 2013, so 3 years after Heavy Rain. And I liked Beyond, and in terms of star power, they had greater star power for Beyond, but there's just something awesome about this game. And I think it has to do with the fact that it has nothing to do with supernatural things. Although if you look at like kind of the original, there was some extra footage, extra things they wanted to add that would have had some supernatural elements added to the game. But I'm kind of glad that they didn't. This is just kind of a standard crime story. You're trying to figure out who the killer is, and trying to save the life of a child. So I like that. I mean, I like the other games, but the supernatural elements, partly, you know, they kind of don't do it for me. Now, don't get me wrong, I like a good supernatural story, but it's just, for me, I feel like David Cage needs to understand that he does a good job of telling kind of a normal crime thriller story. And I would love, doesn't necessarily have to be a sequel to this, but I would love another game like this. The interactivity is great. There could be more to it, like, certainly. There could be more choices to be made, there could be more effects, consequences, and things like that, but for the game to be what it is, it's definitely unique, definitely amazing. Like, I love it. I love it. And I'm kind of happy that I got through the Let's Play, and I want to thank you guys very, very, very much for sticking with it, you know, and I appreciate that. And it took me so long with all these technical difficulties, but I was so happy to have them sorted out that I'm just amazed. I'm really happy. And it kind of refueled my passion for doing Let's Plays, so I was kind of happy about that. That's kind of the reason why I didn't do it. I kind of got a little discouraged. But Heavy Rain is awesome. I love it. And I don't know what I'm going to do for my next Let's Play. It's probably, you know, I'm thinking it's probably going to be a Resident Evil 1, the director's cut. There's so much I want to do, and not enough time ever, but once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys being there, and I'll see you guys in the next Let's Play. Alright, I will catch you guys later.